Hi everyone, my name is Kelly. Today I'm gonna do a haircut tutorial for you. I know it's been a long time since I've done one just because I've been so busy. I just came back from a Vietnam mission trip, so now everything is settling in and I'm getting back to my normal routine. I'm gonna try to do more videos for you guys. Also, if you find that my video is helpful, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. All of you may know that I do these videos to raise awareness against human trafficking and child sex slavery. Today, I'm just going to show you how I trim front. So I've done a lot of haircut videos with layers and stuff like that. But you know, as you wear your hair, it's best to get it cut every 6 to 8 weeks. You can definitely do it at home. Even getting about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch off your ends truly helps to make your hair grow a lot faster. The reason why you may feel that cutting your hair may not grow your hair is because you've been to salon or stylists that cut off too much. So let's say if your hair only grow an inch a month and you go and get it cut an inch or 2 inch off, of course it's gonna feel short. But if it grows an inch every month and you cut 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch, then it will grow. So, you know, trust me, when you cut your hair often, you will see how fast it grows. And the plain and simple reason for that is because the hair is healthy. It's not splitting at the ends, so it's able to grow. A lot of time, people see their root grow, but they don't see their ends grow because the root has healthy hair, so it grows, whereas your ends, as it grows out, it gets split in half and it breaks and it has knots. And as you brush them, it just snaps off. So that's why you don't have your hair grow. But once you cut the ends, it's healthy, it's not splitting. Then as it grows out the roots, it will grow out the ends as well. So this is my hair right now. It's about a day old. I style it with the hot rollers so you can see, okay? So like I recommended in most of my videos is that I like to cut the hair dry. Reason being is that it's easier to see. Again, to each his own. Some people find it's easier to cut their hair wet, which is perfectly fine. I just find that when you cut your hair wet, you may cut a lot more and it's harder to see. But again, everyone is different. Do what's easy for you. So for tools, it's very important that you use the right comb. There are many combs out there and a lot of them are about that short only, okay? You cannot cut this length of hair when the comb is just that long. You need a long comb like this or even longer because it needs to hold all that hair in order for you to cut. So a good carbon comb, this one is great. I got it from Dashkin. I hooked up with him. We will be doing a video on just scissors and combs. So look out for that. It'll probably be in about 2 weeks that I can see him and then I'll do a video for you. But simple, a nice carbon comb. Honestly, if you're one of those people who like to cut your hair at home for whatever reason, because of financial or just because you don't feel comfortable with a stylist, invest yourself in a good tools. And when I mean good, this costs about less than $30, okay? Next is a good pair of scissors. I will do a video on just scissors in about a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. So a scissor needs to be sharp. Again, just like cutting a tomato with a chef knife as opposed to a butter knife. You need it to give you a clean cut so that the hair can grow healthy. Then in some cases you may need the thinning shears. So the thinning shears has teeth, as you can see there. And this is the cutting shear, which does not have the teeth. So these are the 3 tools you need if you like to cut your hair at home. So today, all I am doing is cutting the front because I find it's getting long and I'm losing my shape and it's a little bit heavy here. So right now, my front is quite long. It's like down to here. So it's starting to get a little bit heavy. I'm just gonna soften up the front of my layers. So a great way to do that is whether you part in the middle or on the side. I find if you try to have it in the center or just near the center, it tends to be a lot easier so that you can flip it either side. So let's say around there. Okay, so my extensions are all down here. This is where I will be cutting. So right now it's just hanging very straight on my face. So I'm just going to trim the ends a little bit and give it a bit of shaping. So I'm going to use my fine tooth part of the comb. I'm going to comb it out, and I'm just going to point cut a little bit. So I recommend that you cut little and you have more hair to cut than for you to cut too much and then you can't grow it back fast enough. So just point cut. So you can see this side compared to this side, there's more layer, more shaping. So as I wear it, it's not going to be heavy on my face. So you're going to part from the top to the front of the ear, because you need the hair here to compensate for the missing of the ear. So let's say here you have a lot of hair in the nape because the hair grows all the way down here, but because the side we lose like a lot of hair because of our ears. So when you're cutting, you don't want to lose the volume here. You want to have it as much full as you want, because a lot of time when you see your hair, the fullness is at the front. You don't see the fullness at the back. So it's best that you part the hair in front of the ears to cut the layers in the front, so that you still preserve the volume here. Now, some people don't like that and they may want to minimize the volume, which is fine. Then you can part behind the ear. But for me today, I like to keep the volume here, so I'm going to part in front of the ear. Since I am only doing my kind of side fringe, I'm going to keep the volume down here. So I'm just cutting the length here and I'm keeping the length there. So therefore this is my guide. So when I cut, I'm not going to cut into this a lot. I'm going to cut more into here. So hold the hair straight down with the, and then deep cut inside. As I'm deep cutting, I'm actually adding in layers as well. So see how deep I'm point cutting? So right there, you can see already it's a lot more movement. Okay? And as I brush my hair back, you can see how it softens like that. Okay? Now on this side, same thing. I'm gonna use my comb, hold the hair down, and I'm just going to shorten the front. Make sure you're point cutting so that you are not having any bluntness. And then, like I said, cut little and you can always cut more. So it's still a little heavy here. I'm just going to trim a little bit more. So I'm just going to point cut a little deeper into this. So deeper in, so it lightens up. Okay, so you can see it's less heavy. So I'm just gonna hold this up. The part that I see more shadow, which is around here, I'm just going to slide my scissors. Please be careful with this one. Don't go at it right away because you're gonna chop a huge pieces off. So you're just sliding it. So just by giving it a little trim like that really softens the front up, giving me a little bit more volume. Like that, and you can flip it either way. Okay, so see how it flows really nicely? So a lot of time you don't need a huge cut or do much to your hair, just a little bit trim around the front, just giving it more shape and more volume is good enough to go. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and help me raise awareness against human trafficking and child sex slavery. Until next time, bye everyone. Thank you.